In last lecture, you have studied the first type of immunity, the innate immunity, means the immunity which is present since from birth. And now the second type of immunity is called as acquired immunity. Acquired immunity. It is also known as adaptive immunity. Is developed. This is the second type of immunity. It is developed in the lifetime. So it is called acquired immunity, means it is developed after the exposure of some pathogen, and this immunity also active in life. Now see here some characteristic features of acquired immunity. The first characteristic feature of acquired immunity is specificity, means this immunity can recognize the specific pathogens, or it defends against the specific pathogen, or this immunity produces the specific antibodies for the specific antigen. So this is the characteristic feature of acquired immunity. Specificity means produces specific antibodies for protection from specific antibodies to response specific antigen. Specific antigen means specific chemical is produced to give response to the specific antigen. Then second characteristics of acquired immunity is that the diversity means it can recognize, it can identify a diverse variety of pathogens, means diversity. So it can identify viruses, or it can identify different varieties of bacteria, and hence it is helpful for the protection of the body. So this is the second important characteristics of acquired immunity. Then next characteristic of acquired immunity is discrimination between self and non-self, means this immunity can differentiate between body's own cell and the foreign cell. It never attack or destroy the body's own cell. It is helpful for attacking or destroying the foreign cells. So this is the characteristic of acquired immunity. It can differentiate. Discrimination means differentiate between the body's own cell and foreign cells or foreign substances. And the fourth characteristics of acquired immunity is that the memory, means when, for example, one virus attacks on the body, and this immunity system gives response to the this particular virus. For example, the virus of measles, when this virus enters into the body, it affects on the body, and at that time body gives response and minimize the effect of measles virus, and the person recover from the measles. Then when this same virus comes in the body at next time or in future, at that time body's immunity system immediately gives response to the to this measles virus, or this second response is very strong, and so it protect the body immediately due to the memory, because the body's immunity system remains the memory, or due to the memory at the second exposure or during the second encounter, body immediately produces the specific antibodies for the protection. So memory is a very important feature of acquired immunity for giving the quick or strong response in future. So these are the four characteristics of acquired immunity. Now this acquired immunity is of two types. So there are two types of acquired immunity. These two types are, the first type is acquired immunity, active acquired immunity, and second type is passive acquired immunity. Now here the first type, active, means when this type of immunity remains active in whole life, that is called as the active. Acquired means developed झालेली. This developed immunity remains active in whole life, that is called as the active acquired immunity. Actually this acquired immunity always developed after the exposure of some viruses or bacteria, or when first time body gives response, then this immunity is developed. Now see here, active immunity is again of two types, that is the natural active acquired immunity, and second type is artificial acquired active acquired immunity. So these are the two types of active immunity. Active means remain active in whole life. So now see here, what is natural active immunity? Now natural active immunity means this immunity is developed when naturally some pathogens enters in the body, and at that time body gives response to the pathogen or particular disease causing organism and recover or encounter the pathogens first time. This type is known as the natural active immunity. Now when the second time this same pathogen comes in the body, at that time there is a quick response, and body gives quick and strong response. So this immunity is called as the natural active immunity. Means it is naturally when pathogen comes in the body, and it remains, this immunity remains active or developed. So it is called as the acquired. Developed immunity आहे, active आहे, means it remains active whole life. Second time there is no chances severe infection by the same pathogen, and when pathogen enters normally. Now second type of active immunity is the artificial active immunity. This when the pathogen comes in body artificially, and the immunity is developed, means acquired, and it remains active. This immunity is also remains active whole life, but when the virus comes artificially. Now see here, what is the example of this artificial immunity? It is the vaccine or vaccination. First its example होतं natural याचं measles or any disease, any infectious disease. When cures, the immunity develops for the particular disease, means in future the person does not suffer from measles. That is the natural active immunity. Now artificial active immunity is developed by the vaccination, means artificially we take the pathogen and we give the training to the body cell for the defense or for destroying the microorganism, and when in future naturally the virus comes, at that time body give quick response. For example, आता vaccination's example आहे polio vaccine. Polio vaccine, or a very common vaccine is the BCG or MMR. This MMR vaccine protect from mumps, measles and rabies, or polio vaccines protect from the polio. Now see here, what is vaccine? Actually vaccine is it consists the same microorganism or pathogen. Polio vaccine consists the virus which causes the polio, but these viruses are weak. In vaccine the weakened or inactive viruses are used, or the toxoids or toxin substances secreted by the vaccine microorganisms are used for the preparation of vaccine. And when we take this weakened microorganisms in the body, or weakened polio virus in the body, at that time our body gives a response or produces the antibodies for protection from the polio. And when in future naturally if the polio virus comes in the body, at that time our body know that which type of antibodies are to be produced, and at that time there is a quick and strong response. So vaccination is the example of artificial active immunity. Means when once we take the polio vaccine, it remains active for whole life. If we take the vaccine of BCG after immediately after the birth, it protect from various diseases, or the MMR vaccine, it protects from measles, mumps and rabies. It is helpful for preventing from the diphtheria or some acute severe acute respiratory diseases, so and TB also. So these are the vaccines helpful for activating the immunity, but they are artificially used. So this is the second example of the active immunity, artificial active immunity. And now the second type of acquired immunity is passive immunity. Means it is temporary. This type of immunity is not working in whole life. Now this passive immunity is also of two types: natural passive immunity and artificial passive immunity. Passive means when there is no role of body for the production of antibodies, that is called as the passive immunity. Means when the antibodies comes outside from the body, then it is called as the passive immunity. Now the first type of passive immunity is the natural passive immunity. Means when the antibodies comes in the body naturally, but it comes from outside, that is called as the natural passive immunity. And its example is the antibodies comes from mother in the fetus. Even before the birth, the mother's antibodies comes in the fetus through the placenta, and these antibodies are helpful to the fetus for protection from different microorganisms or different diseases. But this immunity remains small, or its duration is less. So it is not or it is the temporary immunity. And even in the fetus, from mother, the antibodies enters through the child through the milk. The first milk of mother consists this milk is called as the colostrum. It is the thick yellowish liquid, and it consists the colostrum. And now this colostrum, it is called as colostrum, it consists the immunoglobulin, means antibodies. So these antibodies are helpful for the protection of child after the birth, and it remains active only for few days. So it is the passive immunity, but the antibodies comes naturally, so it is called as the natural passive immunity. Now the second type of passive immunity is artificial passive immunity. Passive means when antibodies comes outside from the body. Now when the antibodies comes artificially, and its example is the antibiotics. Antibiotics, you know, antibiotics are used when our immune system becomes weak, or it does not give proper response to the pathogen, or it is unable to destroy the pathogen. At that time we take the help of antibiotics or antibodies from outside. Antibiotics are or antibodies are introduced in the body in the form of injections or some tablets. It consists the antibodies from outside, and it is helpful for killing the microorganisms, or for giving response to the pathogens, and to prevent from the disease. So This is the second example of passive acquired or active immunity.